Guru. Let me point to the camera. Guru. School and Session Records. We in the building. From Washington D.C. I claim that, but I guess this is a good place to sort of clear the air, because it's a whole lot of talk about where people from nowadays, especially around my way. So basically, I claim Washington D.C. because as I was younger, we was in a military family. So everywhere we went, we was out in Las Vegas, or down in Louisiana. So what they would do, is they be like, "Where you from?" And I tell them I'm from Andrews, because I was born on Andrews Air Force Base in Clinton, Maryland, in PG. And they be like, "Where's that?" And I be like, "Clinton." "Where's that?" Camp Springs, PG. And then if you went Maryland, then they be like, "Oh, you from Baltimore?" No, I'm not from Baltimore. But so then it's just man, we get, just in retrospect, looking back, the 993s, while they say Hugo Boss, New Balance flow, we get all our culture, music from DC, so we just Clinton, that's a little satellite town, and I kind of grew up there just real young, and then after that we was just bouncing around everywhere. So but when I call what I call home as far as culture and stuff like that, it's definitely DC, everything. And then Baltimore number 2, just cause my father folks from Baltimore, and then my mom and them, they from DC, so it's just kind of sort of natural, I guess. But so that's a little brief story about sort of where I'm from and all that. But yeah, man. So basically, how I got into the whole music thing was just, man, I remember I was at University Elementary. I know this is a weird name, but again, down in Louisiana, Shreveport, where my father was stationed, and I was in English class, and this was back in them days where we first started to because we used to just have one teacher, you know what I'm saying? So then we had now we had a teacher for science, we had a homeroom teacher who also taught history, and then we had an English teacher. So the English teacher, we had read this story about this wolf and him shooting an arrow over the moon or something like that, and then we had to do a creative writing exercise to sort of show that we had read the book and understood the book. So I remember telling my older brother Richard, he from we got the same mom, but we got different pops. But he was real young, when my dad started dating our mom. So that's my brother the whole way. But yeah, he was just man, just go ahead and do a song. You know what I'm saying? I'll help you out. And then that was the first collab or whatever, Eric B and Rakim. And we wrote this smooth song. And there was something, I don't even remember, but it was something about this wolf and this shooting an arrow over the moon or whatever. And it was just dope. And then from then on, I never really took it serious, but I was heavy into listening to music. I remember back in Vegas, sitting on the curb and could do whole Eminem songs, fast flowing everything, word for word, start to finish, and just every song that came on the radio that was catchy, I was on it. Was real outgoing around my family from a young age, and they even took me to this talent agency or whatever, but them lights was too bright, for a little younger. But I feel now I'm definitely, especially up here at Georgetown, where I'm definitely learning and growing, as a man. I definitely wasn't on kind of stuff I'm on now, walking in 2013 that fall, but now sort of just getting into this new stuff. It's man, if I had an opportunity like that, for the whole time, the way I'm constructing it now, I wouldn't even take advantage of it, to be honest with you, because what I would do is be trying to start my own, because again, I'm trying to do everything. So I'm trying to start, School and Session Records. We in the building, that's my record label. We starting that just like Ruthless, with Easy in them. We starting it with the ground up, and ain't with drug money. You know, it's gonna be with my bread. I don't got none right now, you know, but when the money start coming in, you already know where it's going, you know. So yeah, man. And then just little like rap battles with friends, you know. I was always the nicest one, you know, but never really took it too serious. And then just class after class, year after year, it would be one or two. Cause again, I ain't never went to no arts schools, you know. This was straight public school. Never went to private school. Had to wear some uniforms in like a couple different, you know, states and counties and stuff, cause we was traveling around cause of the military thing. But like, other than that, you know, it was straight public school, and we would have like one or two little jumps where they'd be like, alright, you know, do something creative. And then that was always the first thing that I ran to, because that was like the culture, you know. I always was like scratching my head like now, and I still haven't really, you know, scratched the surface with the whole Wu-Tang thing, you know. But you know, nobody in my house really listened to Wu-Tang, and I think that's the biggest, you know, like missing flaw, you know, of my childhood. You know, listening to music and stuff. But all the old 90s R&B, I'm talking, I guess 80s too, like Zapp and Roger, Computer Love, I Wanna Be Your Man, stuff like that, Keith Sweat, Joe, John B, you know, all of that stuff too, you know, the classic stuff, Big Pimpin', Big Papa, Hail Mary, what else? What's something like 2003 in the club? And then I think around that time, that's when it started to be, alright, this is my time, you know, my time to listen to music. And yeah, and it's just that love was just always there for it, you know, but I never really noticed it, you know. Nobody ever really pointed it. Nobody pointed. I remember, again, because this just kept on happening, you know, through school. And in my senior year, I did a song for Poets Workshop, and this is where I met my classmate Matt, who got killed in a drunk driving hit and run incident, summer 2013. And